In this video, I'm planting up my Delphiniums, and before I do that, I'm going to show you how I prepare the border and the planting hole. So this soil is clay and is impacted from just heavy duty wear and tear. So I need to break it all up and enrich it, and I'm going to add some sand for drainage, and I'm going to try and get it down deep because the delphinium roots do like to grow deep, but also it'll just help condition the soil generally. Just placed a few of the pots on here, and because of the garage, I'm not going to plant them here because I don't want them to be vulnerable to slugs by having just, they do like full sun anyway, and this is south facing this way, so they will be fine there. And then I'll plant something else in this little corner here, and it'll give me another 3 or 4 to plant there, and then I'll have a couple left to plant over there, just so that there's some continuity for the eye throughout the garden. You can see how good this is now that I've dug right down. So good, the soil, beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. The delphiniums are gonna love this. Worms, everything you could possibly want. So I like to dig down, double really, get the prong at least down, double the size of the depth of the pot that the delphiniums are already in. That doesn't mean I'm digging a hole double the size, it just means I'm loosening the soil to double the depth of this pot here, as you can see, so that these roots can now grow downwards, because they do like to grow down. And I'll show you, I did find, sorry I didn't have the footage, but in the pot that was slightly deeper than this pot here on this delphinium, the actual delphinium in that pot grew taller. So I think that just goes to show that the deeper the soil is, the taller the delphinium will grow and the happier it will be. And they're hungry feeders, which is why I've enriched this bed twice. So I enriched it when I was breaking up the soil, and then I enriched the hole itself that the delphinium was going in. And also you saw that I loosened the roots at the bottom as well, just to encourage them to go down into that hole and that lovely soil. Right, so we'll put the bamboo cane in, so avoiding the roots, of course. Oh, I broke it. Okay, I think that'll be fine anyway. I'll tie. So even though I broke this cane, and it could do with really having a longer one, it'll do for now, because it's just really to stop the delphinium snapping or bending in this wind that we're having. And they will definitely need to be staked anyway, regardless, when they're taller, with a taller stake. But just for now, this will do. And then I just put 2, because this was a taller specimen, I did put 2 ties on it to hold it, to stop it from blowing about. So 1 near the bottom and 1 near the top. But it's not tight. There has to be room for the delphinium to grow, and also you don't want to cut the delphinium stem by having too much tension in that string. Because I don't want the top, so cross it over so that you have a kind of loop here. Hope you can see that. And then just stop the head swaying as well. Keep it nice and straight, but not tight. And there we go. I don't want to pull it so that it's too tight. Just Alright, so there's the ones I did in the original, early on. So the first 3 I did that I showed you me planting up. And then I've done some more here, because remember I said this is the back of the border from if you were sitting over there, because I've got that seating area over there. And then actually this is the back here, because I'm going to have hedge here, Persicaria orientalis and Verbena bonasaris over here. So, but these are the next back, if you like. And then I've also weaved some in here, and a smaller one here, which may not flower this year. And then I've dotted a couple over here in this border, so you'll be able to see these also, from various angles in the garden, such as, for instance, I quite like sitting here as well. And then I thought I'd finish the video by showing you me planting one up in this pot. Now this pot has overwintered snapdragons in it, which currently are taller than the delphinium. But once the delphinium grows, assuming it grows well in this pot, the delphinium will of course be taller. Then the snapdragons will be sort of the mid-height, and I'm going to put some saponaria Pink Beauty around the edge, which is more, although it's quite tall and may even be as tall as the snapdragons, it's more airy, so you'll be able to see the more statement plants such as the snapdragons and the delphiniums through the sort of airy mass of the saponaria. And the saponaria looks terrible when you first plant it up, let me tell you. When I planted it last year, I thought, oh my goodness, this is never going to survive, and it did, and it billowed into these beautiful sparkly flowers. So just bear that in mind if you are growing saponaria from seed. Don't give up hope when you see this thin strand in the garden, and you think, oh my goodness, this is just not worked out. This is exactly what it looks like, and I don't quite know exactly how it then branches out into this magical plant, but it does, so just bear that in mind. So I planted these, as you can see, on the 22nd of January, and I planted them in bottles as a propagator. And I did overwinter some, but I think they have gone a bit too straggly. I will probably plant them out somewhere, but so just then planted them out. And just a quick note on the delphinium, planted it in exactly the same way as I did in the garden. This is a long, deep pot as well, so it's got good access to depth for its roots. And then there we go, that was it. So I'll obviously update you on all my pots as we go throughout the summer, so you can see, because I know I do plant pots up a little bit more eclectically than some people do who start with all brand new plants. So I sometimes plant around existing plants and tart up, pots that already have things in them, rather than start everything from scratch, from new all the time, which is prohibitively expensive actually. So there we go. Anyway, let me know what you think, and if you have any questions, of course, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to check out my website, which I am falling behind with, I must admit, but I do have gardening blogs on there and some gardening products. And yeah, I'll see you again in my next video. Thanks for watching.